How does the radio work in a car? Well, this little piece of machinery does a lot. This is called the head unit, and it controls everything. Now, the head unit itself sends signals to the amp, which I will show in just a second, and it controls everything. There's my amp, right back there. It's kind of hard to see. Amps will come in different shapes and sizes, but what they do is they send signals from the radio using this wire right here, because that connects to the radio, and it feeds it through the amp. Now, the amp tells the speakers how loud to do what with these wires. The radio tells how loud the amp needs to tell the speakers. Like every time you raise up your volume, it sends a signal through these to the amp, and the amp gets louder. The amp is primarily what enforces the sound. It produces extra power to the speakers to get you a better sound, but sometimes it's not always the best option. All right, now the speaker wires run throughout all the trim in the car, and they send them to the speakers. Speakers vary in location, like there's door speakers, there can be front speakers, and speakers all around. Well, that sound is coming from the amp because the amp enforced the sound from the radio into the speakers. The head unit sends a signal from here all the way to the amp. The amp will resend the signal with more power, and it's got very specific power outputs, just like how an engine has very specific timing for when to fire. It has very specific outputs, which comes out of the speakers. And that's how a radio works.